So I've got a basic fundamental video for you today, and it's how to grip the golf club. Really important because it's our only contact point with the club, and it's going to give us the best amount of control over this club face throughout the golf swing. We see a lot of swing faults coming from poor grips, and then the golfer has to make a lot of adjustments throughout the swing because they're trying to get that club face back to square. So really important video. So what we're going to start off by doing, make sure that the club face is very square throughout this entire process. So what I mean is we don't want any twisting going on in the club as we're doing this. Make sure that the leading edge is pointing up towards the sky. If I just rotate around, the first part, I'm going to raise the handle up to here, bring my left arm in so that the handle sits 90 degrees to my left arm. And what you can see is how the handle then runs across the base of all 4 fingers. It's not in the palm, and it's not running diagonally across my hand. I will close my fingers around the handle and then position my thumb around the grip. So as I come down here now, you can see the left thumb is slightly off center, just to the right hand side, and I can see 3 knuckles on my left hand. That's when I know I've got a good left hand position on the club. Now for my right hand. So I'm going to just turn to this side so that you can see on the screen. Raise the handle up again, making sure that the handle runs through the fingers, not through the palm. I don't want this right hand underneath the golf club. It runs across the fingers, and then I close my hand all the way over the top, so that that thumb and first finger make a nice V shape that point up towards my chin somewhere. The final part then would be what we do underneath the handle, and you've got 3 options. You can do what I tend to fall on is the overlap grip, which is where the little finger just sits in the groove of my glove just there, of the first 2 fingers. You can do the interlocking grip, which is where you actually cross those fingers around one another, or you can do the baseball grip, which is where we've got all thumbs and fingers touching the handle. Entirely up to you, but what we would suggest doing is making sure you do that as your last part of the grip. One of the things we do see people do, especially with an interlocking grip, is they will interlock first, their hand goes too far under the handle, and then they do not get the correct positioning of that hand on the club, and it leads to a lot of issues. So always position the right hand first and then do the bits underneath. Don't hold it too tightly. We want a nice light grip pressure. We've still got hold of the club, but I can use my hands and my wrists through the swing to create some power. Give those tips a go, get control over that club face, and you'll see your scores lowering.